Eric from Amp Live TV and the Amp Live Real Estate Show, coming to you live here today for Saturday. Saturday celebrating 250 years of America. Got my American shirt on here, American flag, sporting the hat. Yeah, I decided to wear the hat today. I don't know why. I just saw it hanging there and I said, I'm going to go ahead and wear it. It's cool, right? No, I'm not in Texas. I'm in crazy Southern California out here in what do we got? San Bernardino County, Orange County, Riverside County, and Los Angeles County. That's the part of Southern California that we actually are working in real estate. But hopefully your real estate rock and rollness is going well. If not, hey, pray for you and just keep on moving forward. And you just got to get the right information and do what you need to do. So today we're going to share something. I got something. I'm bringing it back. It's the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator as set for the founders and then the charter members, right? So what I'm going to do till midnight is we're going to allow people to come into the founders platform as well as the charter. So I got two options for you, two pathways to real estate and wealth and success for you. And it's done on pennies on the freaking dollar. We'll promise you the same stuff. There was an awesome live we did yesterday with the young man who's came aboard and he's talking to sellers. We're going back and forth, building that pipeline, getting some LOIs and offers out. And soon we'll have some contracts on the table, along with others that we're working with throughout the United States of America. So definitely, hey, we're hitting it hard here in Southern California and Texas. So Dallas, Fort Worth, as well as like the San Antonio area. I know we've been looking at some spots in Houston. If it makes sense, great. Like I said before, I said it yesterday, if you got deals, send them down the wire. We'll take a look at them, underwrite them. We either buy them cash or buy them on terms, sub-2 seller finance, and we'll look at whatever extra strategy is available, or we could possibly JV and then send it to our network with your permission, vice versa, and we're able to do that. I know that we don't do a lot of wholesaling with others, but hey, if it's a good fit, we'll paper up, and we qualify each other, make sure we're good to go, and rock the business, right? Because we can't control a lot of things that happen out there with the daisy chains and the copy and pasters that are out there. And don't do that. But if you're doing it, I'd say probably, hey, that's on you at the end of the day. That's not good business practice, but it's happening. It's been happening for probably a decade or so. Shit, even longer than that when I got started. There was some daisy chaining going on, right? Even back then. So it's never gone away. So I'm going to go ahead and share some stuff with you. Today, we're going to talk about today's Saturday show and what we got going on here. Let me pull this up and we'll just get through it. We're just going to get to all the meat and potatoes. There'll be links down below for the first option, the second option. So I'll just throw it out there right now. It's the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Take advantage of it. Only bringing it out for the 250-year anniversary that's rolling. And, and obviously that's the theme for America and thing that's going on. Obviously, I'm Erick Jimenez. There's obviously myself rocking and rolling with, the heavy metal fingers and all that good stuff, right? Because that's my theme is rock and roll and all that you do. In God we trust. So definitely there's a link there and a QR code. Scan that QR code. Now, I believe that's the one that is pennies on the dollar, right? Anybody can afford it. And it is it's set up as a do-it-yourself program. But since all the way up until midnight, we will honor it. If you come aboard, just like we're doing with others who became founders and charter members, we'll work with you, right? A hybrid of one-on-one mentoring and a hybrid, and obviously the live coaching, which comes with the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Accelerator, the charter program, or I should say the charter spots. So not to confuse you, we're just going to keep it very easy, right? So set up a time, call, or just click the link and move forward. I believe it's only $147. That's our way of giving back to America and our fellow Americans and staying true to our AHA cause and mission, one American at a time. That's AHA is Americans helping Americans, by the way. So that's one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States of America. The true cause and mission that's been going on for a while. Before it was even born, it was the cause and mission. I just didn't know what that's what the mission was, right? But there you can scan that QR code right there, and I believe that's in the chat, or it should be in the post. There's two ways. I'm going to go ahead and drop a chat right there. I'll drop a link in there for you, and we'll go from there. So you have the first pathway. I'm just going to put it in there for you, okay? And today we're honoring that legacy with something that's been on my heart for a long time, and that's obviously the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. I'll put the first pathway for you right up in the chat. Just out of the gate, no qualms. Let's get to it. We're going to put on for the Amp Live Real Estate Show. Now you scan that QR code. I think I put that right in there. There you go. Okay. So today we're honoring. Let's keep on rolling. Yep, there it is. So today we're going to get into why it's the best sub-2 market in 20 years. Live deal walkthrough for the sub-2 fix and flip calculator. I was going to do that. I'm probably going to do that at 6 p.m. instead. I'm just going to make it an introduction of what's going on, and hopefully you're doing well on Saturday and we're rocking and rolling, getting geared up for the weekend. Or I should not say for the weekend. You should be geared up for the weekend. Should be geared up for today. And we're going to talk about VIP Execs Realty lending and funding to be able to fund your deals from day one, and how to find motivated sellers before anyone else does. That is awesome. It is a top secret thing that actually works, and free to watch. Obviously, you can watch it live right now. Definitely like, love, and share it. Appreciate it. So own your piece of America, the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Right now, we're just going to talk about, yes, it says do-it-yourself self-study because that's what it is, right? But we're going to actually sweeten the pot with you with the hybrid of one-on-one mentoring and the live coaching. So everything that we have for the live coaching for the $1,997, we're gonna honor up until Sunday. You come aboard. It's a simple link, right? You click the link, you join, put on an easy peasy credit card. It's 147 buckaroos, and that's it. Once onboarding's automatic, it's once we know that you're in the system, we're gonna set up a little live call. We'll chit chat. We'll talk. We'll get you going. You're going to get onboarded very easily. Start watching the videos. Start moving forward. Get introduced. Probably, obviously not today. There'll be an introduction, but then eventually during the week you'll get introduced to VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments to be able to work on that. If that's what if you're at that level, then go for it. But just even if you've been on the fence and you're like, man, I don't know, I'm not sure. Hey, this should eliminate everything, right? Because at the end of the day, it's only 147 bucks. Like I said, it's our way of giving back to our fellow Americans and being true to our AHA, Americans Helping Americans cause and mission, and that's it, right? So I'll leave it at that. But you can come aboard on any one, right? Even our one-on-one mentoring program, which I'll share with you a little bit. That's a selection process, but it's very easy to get involved. Let me go ahead and move forward here real quick. So the mission is America was built by owners. AHA, Americans Help Americans, exists for one reason: to help every hardworking American own real estate without needing perfect credit, big down payment, or the bank's permission. Now, the bottom line is if you're wanting to do this for your own self and your family and just to be able to learn how to do that yourself, then eventually you're going to want to buy other properties and you'll buy, sell, fix, and flip, use OPM, other people's money. There's other people's efforts, all that good stuff. And learning how to do creative real estate investing is an amazing thing that we'll be sharing with you. All right. Nobody really understands or knows what that is to a degree, and you're going to, right? For pennies on the freaking dollar. But and it is I guess the Alex Hormozi, kind of setup where we're going, it's like a Trojan horse. We just want to get you in, because once you get in, you're going to love it. You're going to go, oh my God, this is awesome. You're going to see results. And then you're going to go, why did I just do this a long time ago? Because no one's going to offer that. I guarantee it. There's nobody on the planet going to offer that, to even talk to you on the phone, to even try to help you for 147 bucks. It's not going to happen, right? But we know that once you get in, you're going to love it. We're going to get you eventually going to move forward. If you're good, if you like it and you like what's going on, yeah, you're probably going to move to the next level and the next level, and then get into our one-on-one mentoring program, rock some deals, do some deals. What's the worst case scenario, right? You learn how to bird dog, you learn how to wholesale, you learn how to make, 5, 10, 15, 20,000 bucks every quarter or whatever when you put the effort in. Or you just enlighten yourself and you learn some stuff that other people, that 97% of America, do not know how to do, but you're going to learn it, right? And you either will shelve it, or you'll exercise it, or you'll use it, or you'll execute it, and you'll move forward and rock, because only a percentage of people are actually going to move forward and rock and roll. I know that. You know that. If you don't know that, I'm being honest with you. After all, that's what Amp Live's about, right? It's raw, real, and I stand for truth. No bullshit, no BS at the end of the day. Everything I pretty much say will always filter out towards the end and go, yeah, I guess that guy was right. I guess that guy was right. And it's not about being right. It's just about knowing, because you've done it before, right? I just stay in my lane, which is creative real estate investing, right? That's the private sector. And then there's the public sector, right? Public sector is real estate investing, or I should say the lending and the real estate listing and buyer's agents and stuff like that. We bring them both together. We've brought those both together over the years. And this is what I'm going to share with you, right? And faith in God we trust. Obviously, Americans Helping Americans, AHA movement, create a real estate strategy since 2003. And even before that, those strategies have been around. Now you can obviously choose. You can start with the first one, the middle one, or the third one, right? The first one, obviously, we are honoring just like if it is a charter program, right? Or when we first launched in April. So, when you come aboard, you're getting the full AMP curriculum, sub 2 and seller finance, wholesale strategies, deal calculator, call scripts, AHA community, self-paced learning. Plus, you're going to get everything that's in that program, right? We're going to sweeten the pot here. You're going to get the live weekly coaching, because right now, or before Friday, it was just do it yourself, right? You get in, watch the videos, and hopefully it works for you. If it works for you, give us a testimonial. You tell us how awesome it is, and you go from there, and it helps you get into the business very quickly. But we're going to honor it like it was like we're just launching. And we're going to have that deadline, which is midnight Sunday. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow at midnight, it's gone. And then that'll be it for the 250 year celebration. And it will honor where you actually get a hybrid, all right? A hybrid of the one-on-one mentoring, which is part of our American Mentee program, our flagship mentoring program, and live coaching. So you get live coaching on Friday, every Wednesday deal analysis, Tuesday support. But in between there, we're going to treat you like if you're like one of our one-on-one mentees, and you get that love, right? Not, it won't be like every day, like, or when it's needed, and setting appointments with each other through the American Mentee program, but it'll be a hybrid of that. So I will be working with you. If you, like I said, if cream rises to the top, then I'm going to work with you and go, okay, let's go do this. Let's do this. And if you move forward and you're easy to work with, then I will work with you. Okay. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to work with people who don't want to do stuff, who don't want to, move forward, who don't want to execute, who want to have 20,000 excuses about this and that, and I got to do this, got to do that. Or it's just going to be, what about this? I read this here, read that. Forget all that. Then go do that, right? Just watch the videos, and you'll get a bunch of information and knowledge. You got access to the standard vault and contracts and agreements and all that good stuff. And amen, hallelujah, God bless you. You're very welcome. And that's good to go. Other than that, if you're like, man, I want more, then yeah, you can move to the next phase, the 1997, become a charter member. And then and then maybe our one-on-one mentoring program, right? Which is our done with you and a done for you program. But even with the 1997, but right now they're all open. But we are honoring the 147, where we'll do a hybrid of one-on-one mentoring and live coaching. The live coaching, it already comes with just live coaching. There's not really a one-on-one, but we're going to honor that as well, like we did on the first launch. And that'll end on same time. That's going to be Monday? It's midnight, right? Sunday at midnight. We will honor that with the 1997 as well, which is going to be the hybrid of the one-on-one mentoring and live coaching. And with that, there's obviously you're going to get VIP execs lending access. The other one you won't, but with the 1997, you'll get access to the VIP lending and obviously access to the brokerage and things of that nature for hard money and DSCR loans and all that good stuff. So it works in tangent with what we do. And then the one-on-one mentoring program, right? It's a selective application one-on-one with myself, Erick Jimenez. Your deals, your market, deep accountability, premium access, Erick's personal network. My resources are going to be your resources, and that's with the one-on-one mentoring program. And it's pretty easy. It's easy to apply and easy to get started. Now, obviously, for the 147, here's what you're getting, right? Full AMP Live Creative REI curriculum, $5,000 value, subject to and seller finance strategies. So these are both, and it should be more than $1,500. I will tell you, because just usually for wholesale, it's $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for a program. Subject to existing financing and seller finance, it's usually about, same thing, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $12,000. And even the lease options and things of that nature, they're about $2,000 to $4,000. So you adding that all up, it's about 20. So, and we're offering all of the wholesale, subject to, and some seller financing in there, even some lease option and rent to own love for the buy and hold stuff. You're going to get a wholesale deal calculator and scripts, a sub 2 deal calculator and scripts for $500. That's $500 value. Cold calling, inbound calling, door knock scripts, inbound calls, and obviously understanding and learning the mission is a submission. That should be way higher than $297. I guarantee you that. A 14-day deal finding challenge, $500, $497. The CRM pipeline map and workflow guide to help you with the text marketing, emails. You get the maps. You just got to plug them into your CRM if you're using high level, REI Reply, or any of those that are white labeled with high level. The AMP AHA community access right there is just $800. Access to myself and others here, $1,000, which is way too low. But let's just call it, $10,000, $11,000 for $147 entry fee, right? Or an investment, a small investment. Probably find that in your couch, in your car, on the side down there, right? So it's a no-brainer. But it's for the 250-year anniversary, and to celebrate America and to celebrate our fellow Americans throughout the United States of America. This is what we're doing until Sunday at midnight. I wanted to share that. You actually can go to that link down there. I believe the pre-sale is in there inside of the chat, and it's also down below in the post. Or you'll probably see it in the event group or wherever you're seeing this. Definitely like, love, and share. You can watch forward, backwards, and all that good stuff, right? One of my favorites is Patience, a 16-year Army veteran, said the best mentoring ever, better than the Army did. And that's pretty amazing, I like to say. Got a contract in under 14 days after joining the program. Closed 2 properties a single month after joining. Steven, that's one of my favorite, right? Went from 0 deals to building a portfolio 1 house at a time. And house hacking and all that good stuff. That was pretty cool. We got a picture of him sitting in front of the fireplace with his dog and a glass of wine and stuff, right, for his first property that he would live in for a year, and then go ahead and rent it out and get another one. Now, this is obviously, I believe in, you can make offers on the phone if and when you understand and know when to. But also your superpower is going to be, belly to belly. What was my mistake? I tried to do that before in 2019. Ended up losing about $14,000, right? Because I should have went belly to belly. I went too fast, too hard, and I ended up losing the deal. And they ghost you and stuff like that, and shit can happen, right? So I've learned that, hey, belly to belly, and I already knew that when I got started in 2003, because everything was belly to belly to belly, and started changing stuff up because internet, social media, how can we push some volume here, right? And the mistake changed the way I teach forever, right? And it just, I should say, it solidifies what was working before and still works. And at the end of the day, you want to make more money. We go belly to belly. You befriend the seller. You make them, or you work with them to the point where they're on your side, right? You're an advocate and they're an advocate for you. And you're probably going, how is that even possible, right? Well, that's by building relationships, spending more time with them, actually caring about providing a solution to them. Now, at the same token, yes, they're going to make decisions. They're going to think for themselves because we're in a world where it's all about me. What about me? What about me? I get that. So you have to protect yourself, and we do protect ourselves. So when it comes to business, yes, we're locking up properties the way we need to so we can control and be able to do what we need to do, but also educating the seller on what they need to do so we can have a smooth transaction, right? And being upfront with them and telling them what's out there, what type of people out there, who's out there, the wholesalers, and copy and pasters, and scrupulous people, all kinds of stuff, right? So we'll leave it at that. But it's about showing up. The founders didn't send letters; they showed up, right? That's what we want to train you to do. Belly to belly beats the phone every time. I guarantee it. Erick Jimenez. I'm going to stand by that, and I refute it against anybody. But can you do deals on the phone? Of course you can. You just got to know. If you know how to go belly to belly and how to work that stuff, then you can beat the shit out of it. You can rock it on the phone as well, because you're going to have a better closing ratio. You're going to be better at what you're supposed to be doing as an expert. Now, for the American Mentee Program, I'll go ahead and share this with you. I'll just touch on it very quickly. Now, it is true one-on-one mentoring with Erick Jimenez, myself, application only. Not everyone gets in. The American Mentee Program is selective. It's an application and a conversation. Very simple, because I want to know more about you. I want to hear about you. I want to hear about your goals. I want to hear about what you've done. I want to hear about what type of marketing, what type of mentoring you've done, or you've been watching TikTok and YouTube and maybe bought into a program and it didn't work, or it did work and it was kumbaya in the beginning, but then at the end of the day, right, they're not going to pay your bills, right? So kumbaya is awesome, but kumbaya doesn't pay the bills. So you got to figure there, you go in there and you do your stuff, or maybe you did a deal and it didn't turn out the way you wanted to. Shiny object syndrome. Maybe you're going to move to another thing. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. Forget all of that, right? We'll guide. We're going to work around what you've done and where you are in your career or business, and how many. It doesn't matter if you've been in it for 2-3 months or 2 or 3 years. Hey, even if it's over a decade, hey, we'll get you rocking and rolling as long as you're coachable. You can follow directions, punch your way out of a paper bag, and execute. If you connect, if you do those things, I guarantee it, you're going to get results. We're going to work together. We're going to rock deals together, and then we're just going to rinse and repeat. And you'll thank me later. Hopefully, tens and thousands and hundreds of thousands of times more. All right. So that's right. I mentor. Says he mentors the right one. So this was built for me, obviously, and for others. But as far as this slide here, so I'm only going to mentor the people that I feel that are a good fit. I don't want to work with people who are going to tell me how to mentor them, how to tell them what to do, and and ask 20,000 questions about this and that and that. No, let's go do it, get the results, and then come back and ask the questions until you get your aha moment. You go, oh, now I understand. Like I always say, right? You go, man, why is he repeating the same stuff over and over and over and over? Because it's going to be embedded. It's going to be embedded into your head until you actually do it and execute and then see the results. And you go, oh, now I understand why that works. And then you simply rinse and repeat like riding a bike. That's how it works. It's based on muscle memory and the stuff that we do. And if you're ready to go all in, then this is for you. It's very simple, right? Fill out the application. The application, I'm actually going to put that right in the chat for you. But the first one, I believe it's right here. There is a testimonial one as well. With the testimonial page, you can go check it out. I'm not sure if I have it pulled up or not, but I'm going to go ahead and bring that up and pop it into the chat for you. And then there's a simple application one. Maybe I'll do this next too I want you to see the page. So then review the testimonials, book your breakout call, easy peasy stuff. And even if you need a breakout, I do a breakout call with myself and we'll chit chat and we'll talk and we'll get you going. Now here's 250 years of freedom, one decision yours to make today, right now, all the way up till the end of Sunday at midnight. And then obviously what I'm offering today will be pulled off the shelf. It'll be it won't be the one-on-one mentoring or a hybrid of one-on-one mentoring, which is what you're going to need if you want to get a deal in the next 30 days. You want to get some contracts. You want to talk to some people. You want my help to help you like I've been helping and it stands out. So I'm going to share it with you, right? And the young man is, we're getting offers out, and in between him and his, family and doing his stuff, we're able to talk with sellers, and it's not as in depth as a one-on-one mentoring, right? Because he came aboard the Amp Live Creator Real Estate Investing Accelerator. So that was more of just, hey, you get the coaching, deal analysis on Wednesdays, some support on Tuesdays. But since he rose to the top, it's like I mentioned, hey, we'll give you some more love, and we'll chit chat with you. We'll put you into RC where we have our mentees and where we train those people. And then from there, we can communicate, always responding back. No matter what, you'll get a response the same day. If it's important enough to say, let's move forward, we'll get on the phone, we'll talk, we'll chat, we'll do a live, we'll guide you and help you maneuver into getting a deal, or obviously work with you in a JV manner as well. Because if we smell and see money, well, you're not going to know it. Because if you're used to doing, hey, I'm a bird dog, or I've done some wholesale stuff, or I'm studying wholesaling, or I understand wholesaling, or maybe you don't, let's say you do. But what's going to happen, right? You're not going to know what a sub 2 looks like, or what it smells like, or a seller finance, or figure out a different way to create that strategy. Because a lot of people are just making phone calls, offers, but they're never really doing enough discovery to understand what that seller is, or even building a relationship with the seller. And I talk to thousands of people every year, and some are getting all that information. They're right on track, but then they're stuck and they're not closing deals because their closing ratios suck, right? Or they're just not confident enough, or whatever. They think maybe they know it all, and they're just like, they're blowing their own deals. Or they're handing it off to a VA, then the VA, the VA is awesome, they're badass. Well, they're not that badass because they're not closing shit, right? Or you're doing it and you're making phone calls and you're talking to people, but you're not really discovering and building a relationship to the point where you're asking them other questions that I would ask, or an experienced investor would ask, in regards to their situation. Why are they selling, right? Looking at some of the title profile, there is always a reason. You just have to understand and know how to, right, get everything from birth until now. I call it the Amp Live method, and to be able to speak with those people, chat with them, and if they're willing to have a conversation and a lot of open-ended questions, then listen. And every time you listen, they're going to share something with you, so you can ask another question, and another open-ended question is going to open up another door and another door and another door. So then you'll be able to structure the right solution for them. If you don't do those things, then it's just going to be, hey, it's surface level. Like, hey, you're somebody who's going to call me. Okay, somebody wants to buy my house. Okay, I got to have my guard up. They're going to try to get the best deal. They're going to try to lowball me. I just want this. I'm flexible and cool. But you know what? Hey, unless you get all that stuff and you break down that wall, and they trust you to a degree where you're like, yeah, just make it happen. I get it. No problem. I'm going to share this with you. If you can do this, you can do that. Let's do it. And you're being upfront with them, then they'll work with you and want to work with you, and you move forward. and put a deal together for them based on what they need, as well as what you need. And if you're working with us, as well as what we all need, because then it becomes a true win-win-win situation, win for the seller, win for the investors, and win for us or you or for the investor. But it's always in that order, right? Seller first, investor second, and then obviously you, us, or whoever's putting the transaction together is last, okay? But that's what we have for you this for today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, because I will be back a little bit later on, probably today at 6 p.m. If not, for sure, for Sunday rants and raves in the morning, and then at 2 and then 6 o'clock to be able to rock and roll this, because we want to get some more people into the Founders program, or I should say the Founders section of the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, offering obviously some charter peeps and some one-on-one mentees that are just going to say, no, I don't want that. No, I don't want the middle one either. I want the last one. I need help. I need help right now. I've already spent money. I've invested in money. I got stuff rolling. I need somebody to help me with the missing pieces of the puzzle. And that's where I will come in. We'll come in, and we'll just go straight to that, right? Because usually the one-on-one mentoring program, I should say Amp Live, the American Mentee program, people know what they want, right? They've already been through the ringer. They already got their ass kicked. They already got beat up. They already tried other programs. They already tried stuff and it just didn't work, right? And they're having a hard time. So we help them get out of that, right? We help them become successful, move forward, and see the light. Now, the first two, first one's perfect. You're brand new, never done this. You're going to learn a lot. You'll be super grateful. They go, oh my gosh, look at this. This opened up my eyes that this is possible and doable. And at the same token, you're going to get a hybrid of one-on-one mentoring. You're going to talk to myself, my team, all of us. We're going to help you. As long as you're willing to put in the work and show up to the party. I always say, show up, show up, show up. And if you show up, then things are going to happen. We're going to work with you. We're going to see that. And we're going to want to work with you even more to help you make money. My whole goal is to help you make money, help you get some contracts in the next 30 days, okay? Help you close those contracts if we can in the next 30 days, next 2-3 weeks, right? It can move very quickly if you have the right deal, if you're hunking and chunking and really moving forward and really hitting it hard, and then having us to say, hey, you may scrap that thing, right? Or you may scrap a lot of deals and leave a lot of money on the table going, I didn't think that was a deal. I just said 70 cents, 75, 70 cents, 75. And you're going, boom. You go, no, there's money there. Look, did you hear what you just said? They don't need all the money right now. If they don't need all the money right now, then this becomes a sub-2 or a seller finance deal. And you can still sell that off and wholesale it off to us or to someone else in the network, or help you build the network. Because when you have some inventory and you have product, you got something to sell, but you need to know how to sell it. That's what we're here to do. We'll help you with all those things, okay? And that's my promise to you. But you have to come aboard by Sunday at midnight. I don't care which one. Whatever one, but I'm just going to make it easy and share the one, right? The easy peasy one, the one that's the price of a McDonald's dinner is right there. Jump on that. The link is obviously in the chat as well. I'm even going to bring up the graphic for you to make it super easy. I believe it's right there. Look, Accelerator, the Amp Live American Mentee Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, your first deal in 30 days. Heck, I'll even pull up the QR code, right? Is there a guarantee? Heck, do you need a guarantee for that? It's kind of retarded, but yeah, is there one? Of course. We'll keep on working with you and we'll help you. As long as you show up to the party, we'll make sure you get a contract and we close some stuff. Bonus one, right? Live analysis calls for people that actually join. So we'll analyze, we'll exit strategy those deals and help you and point you in the right direction if that's what you want to do. But as I know, as how it usually works, you want to pay it forward because we're human beings. You go, man, help me, Eric. Help me be part of this deal. Let's rock this deal together. I don't care. I just want to learn, right? And that's how you learn, by doing. But you want to have a foundation. So we're going to help you build that foundation. Then you go from there. It's like anything else. You can't go and say, hey, I'm going to go build a house and just start putting up walls, because the ground foundation sucks. And those walls are going to crumble. It's inevitable, right? So you got to work on the foundation and build the foundation, make sure it's solid and it's real and secure, and then put on the walls and electrical and plumbing and everything else, and then all the beautification that goes with it. It's the same principle. All right, so private community, bonus motivated sellers, real training, real strategies, real results. And yeah, I challenge you to start your journey today. One American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time. And I believe we got this over here. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the QR code for you. This is, I believe this is the one. Get in the game is the first one at 147. So there's the QR code. You can scan the QR code right there and jump on it. Get in the game. Hurry. Limited time bonus until midnight, and then it will be gone. It'll be there. It'll still be there, but it's just it'll revert to the do-it-yourself videos, questions. You get the vault. the standard vault with contracts, agreements, everything that you need, videos, and as we record the lives, boom, we'll pop them in there. You get access to them and all that good stuff. You just have it'll be all on one platform, and you can utilize that. You'll be able to tap into the community as well. And this is it right here. Now, I haven't ever shared this since I believe I think it was April 30th when we launched this the first time, right? And just hammered away and obviously did it up on the screen and shared it with you. And we had our midnight, boom, then it was cut off for the world at the end of the day once we got our founding members, charter members, and that's it. And then move forward and then obviously filling up spots for the American Mentee program. So there it is right there. The AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. And disregard the first 50, next 50, boom, it doesn't matter. It ends on Sunday at midnight. Same bonuses on top of the bonuses that I've already shared with you. And there's some things that are not even from the first section, which is how you get the deal calculator, the sub 2 fix and flip deal automator, calculator, wholesale calculator. We're rolling out a new calculator, which is going to be for seller finance. We got the hard money calculator, which is tapped into once you punch in all the numbers. Boom! If it says it's a good deal, you can actually click a link and it'll take you over to VIP Executive Realty Lending and Investments to apply. And once you apply and get approved, hey, you get approved within 48 hours for some hard money, private money. If it's traditional stuff or FHA, it takes a little bit longer, but at least you got your application in. And if you ever need it, you can go forward with that. And that relation starts from day one. Once you come aboard, it's all automated. Boom, you click the link. It's very easy. I believe it's in the chat. I'll go ahead and pop it in the chat again for you. Oh, wait, that's not the one. I'll go ahead and take that real quick. I'll put that in the chat. I'll even put just the pathway number 1 in the chat. And I'll put up the QR code for you. It's right there. Get in the game. And that's it. I believe that, yeah, that's the graphic there. Cool. We got the graphic. You also get access to the vault, which is a standard vault. And that has, the contracts, LOIs, agreements, and things of that nature. Stuff you're going to need to be able to knock out your first deal, second, third, fourth deal. So everything that you need is there. You're not going to need anything more unless you got elbow grease. If you got a couple of buckaroos, and yeah, do some marketing, set up some marketing. You surf for deals, drive for dollars, you can make phone calls, all that good stuff, right? Grab some data, and we'll help you with all that and point you in the right direction as well. All right, so the standard vault, I'll go through it real quick. There it is. Seller scripts, which are super powerful. No guesswork, no confusion, just execution. It's included actually in the program. So that is an actual bonus as well on top of the bonus that I'm already giving you with the hybrid of one-on-one mentoring and live coaching, deal analysis on Wednesday, support on Tuesday. So there's no excuses at the end of the day. Also going to share this with you. It's download your free sub 2 fix and flip calculator. So yes, we buy properties with sub 2 and fix and flip. It's a great way to go because we like to buy them with equity. So it doesn't always have to be used as a tool saying, hey, yes, it's a tool to, hey, I could pay more than 70 cents on the dollar. I could pay 75, 80, maybe even up to 85. And then from 85 to maybe 90, in between 80 and 90, you might want to do the novation thing because that's very popular, right? So we'll be rolling out that program as well. That'll probably be in the premium vault, and it might be obviously in the one-on-one mentoring program instead of these other lower tiered type of programs. All right, so I'll introduce you to myself and Miss L of VIP Executive Realty Lending and Investments. It's right there. You can scan that QR code. It's a free home search, investment property search, sign up right there. Scan the QR codes, courtesy of VIP Executive Realty Lending and Investments and Luxury Properties. Step into excellence. It's the actual brokerage that you get introduced to from the gate. It's going to be in all the videos and the introduction, all that good stuff. And when you're ready for it, then boom, you can set up an appointment to chit chat and get qualified for a hard money loan or anything of that nature. But at least they're going to be there to help you with your real estate business. And they are our official partners and affiliated business arrangement to be able to help all the mentees across the United States of America. And if you decide you want to get your license, you can have that chat with Miss Al, and she'll decide if it's a good fit. Or if you already have a license and you want to drop it, then you're able to do that and get the best of both worlds, because the market is shifting and changing. And I'm predicting it. I said it several times already, that that's where the market is going. It's creative real estate investing. It's going to be able to know how to structure those deals properly, because I guarantee it, brokerages are losing units to wholesalers and newbies and seasoned people, and even real estate investors and creative real estate investors, and the agents that are turning to that are turning to brokerages that can handle that, right? Because there's a lot of brokerages that don't want to share that stuff. They don't want to teach that stuff to their agents. But I guarantee it, if I joined a brokerage, I would want to join a brokerage like that. And then I would probably be dedicated to them forever, because they help me, get that passive residual income besides just the beautiful world of real estate. And that's what you get with VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments, AHA, Americans Out with Americans, and AMP Live. All right. I'm just going to keep on rolling here. I was going to share. I'm going to go ahead and close this up. Thank you for watching AMP Live TV. Always real, raw, and standing for truth. Home of the AMP Live Real Estate Show. Host Erick of AMP Live and VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments. You can hashtag #GetErickPaulLive and check out videos and stuff that are online. The Art of the Deal, Creative Real Estate Investing, and the AMP Live Method. I'm going to go ahead and close this all up. So definitely have an awesome, awesome day. You know what? I got a couple of cool graphics I want to share with you. Obviously, there's that one. And what other one? These are pretty cool. They're always cool, right? I don't put this stuff together. But marketing that you can reuse and brand to help you get into the door. It's even a payment plan for you. Doesn't get any better than that. I'll go and put this back up here. Where's the AMP Live TV? Did I bring it up? Where's that? Okay, let's go here. Boink. Let me see. There it is. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you watching. You have a great and wonderful evening, wonderful day as well. Keep on rocking and rolling in all that you do. Look forward to rocking and rolling with you in some capacity. God bless you with abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth. You have an awesome, beautiful, beautiful day. And let's go out there and rock and roll some deals. Take advantage of that. That ends midnight this Sunday. I'll be back for tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow for Sunday Rants and Raves. We'll get into it. We talk about some stories that have been rocking and rolling. Yes, I'm going to probably drop some S-bombs and some F-bombs. Like I said, they always come from a place of passion. But there's some cool stories out there, what's transpiring in Southern California, Texas, and a few other states that have some cool stories about what's happening with sellers and buyers, investors, real estate agents, and all that good stuff. I was going to give you some of my 2 cents at the end of the day. And the same thing, just to remind you that the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator is fired up and back, and we're rocking and rolling, taking some founders and charter members on up until midnight Sunday. And we're offering the hybrid of the one-on-one mentoring program along with the coaching that we did on AMP 30th, right? April 30th, right? All right, so rock and roll in all that you do. You keep on rocking and rolling. We'll talk to you soon. Go out there and hunt those deals. If you got deals, send them down the wire. I do have some issues going on with the Facebook stuff, with the DMs and all that stuff, but you can hit me on social media. You can hit Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, all those other platforms. Definitely reach out, say hi, and let's rock. All right. So thank you for watching. And I'm going to say celebrating 250 years of America.